Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and welcome to the channel, and of course a very Merry Christmas to you all. With it coming to the end of the year, I wanted to have a sit down and sort of reflect on the year that's just gone. It's been quite busy for myself personally. I know the teams at Gurham TV, Bluefield Sports, Magload have all been incredibly busy as well, but it's been a pretty up and down year for the shooting industry as a whole. So I wanted to go through that and basically recap the year. But before I do that, I want to go over some Christmas shooting related goodies that I've been given. Starting with these, a little bit of bling. These are 303 cufflinks. So silver cases that have been cut down to make these cufflinks. Absolutely awesome little gift. These were given to me by Alex at Bluefield Sports. Perfect for a formal evening where you want to be maybe a little bit more understated with your love of all things shooting. But yeah, can't wait to try those out. I'll probably be wearing them for the first time on actually a shoot day in a few days time, going on a pheasant and partridge day, so I'll definitely tie those into the outfit. And if you're interested for yourself, those that's the company there. You've got the website on the bottom. They do a whole range of different cufflinks, shooting related cufflinks. Along with the cufflinks, I did actually get something else. A gun, and a gun that I can actually take home. No, it's not a 9mm Glock. It is an airsoft action air BB gun, whatever you want to call it. Now, of course, you would have seen on the channel, I recently took part in not only my first action air match, but my first IPSC match ever, a level 3 up at the Grange Live Gaming. Enjoyed it immensely and said in that video that I wanted to do more, and I've been saying to Alex and Connors that I want to do more. Connors himself wants to do more as well, and they thought, well, it's probably about time I got my own gun. I borrowed Alex's G17. I get on well with a Glock, shot loads of Glocks both in airsoft and in live fire form. I know they're a bit Marmite. I know they're not exactly the best competition gun out there. I just get on really well with them. The one that everyone's telling me I should have gone for is obviously a high capper. I just prefer the Glock, and I love the look of the salient arms, the Terran Tactical with all the gold bits on it, and all the cutouts. And well, with Connors and Alex knowing me so well, they hit it absolutely on the mark. This is pretty much the perfect configuration for me as a Glock. It was Connors that bought me the frame, and this is an Armory Works custom hex frame, and it's awesome. You can see there it's got the grip cut out there with the hex pattern. It's stippled all over the place. You've obviously got stippling all over the grip there. You've got stippling all over the trigger guard and up the side, and it allows you to get a really good grip, a really good purchase on the gun, and also a magwell. And interestingly, I was talking to Connors about the G17 that Alex has, and I was saying, well, if I'm going to be using that for more competitions, I really want a magwell. Well, this one comes with a magwell, and he had to say it with a very straight face of, no, I'm sure there's something we can sort out for a magwell, knowing full well that this was going to be given to me for Christmas. And then Alex got me the slide, and the slide is an Archives custom S-type slide, again for the G17 with all the gold accents. You can get it in silver and other colours as well, and again the grip surface is all over it. It's got these scales milled into the slide, so pretty much any surface you grab on, you're going to get hold of it and be able to rack the slide. I quite like the sights on it as well. You've got the green front and the two orange rear sights. Really happy with it. I've had a few shots in the dark last night. I want to go and put up some IPSC targets and do a couple of mock stages with it and see how it runs. I'm sure I'm going to change a few internals as well and upgrade them as we go, as I learn more about the guns and also the sport. But of course, a year in review. What has happened this last year? Well, of course, the channel was started back up after a bit of turbulence in the back of 2018. The channel's stronger than ever, so a big thank you to everyone that's continuing to watching, to continue to subscribe and support the channel. A number of you have requested about supporting the channel in terms of Patreon, and I've actually reopened the Patreon account for English Shooting. I closed it down when I closed down the channel, but so many of you have very kindly asked how you can support in that way, so I'll put the link in the description below. If you want to support the channel, please go and check out Patreon. Obviously quite big for the channel, restarting up, loads of interesting experiences through this year, highlights being the Serbian European Handgun Championships and going out to Serbia for nearly 2 weeks and somewhere I'd never been before. Again with Sweden, never been out to Sweden before, and a mammoth, I think 26 hours in a van driving from the UK over to Sweden, and then witnessing a rifle weld shoot, or just a weld shoot in general. It's something that I'd never had the experience to do. All of those videos are over on Gunroom TV if you're interested. I think some of the best work that I've been involved with in terms of video work. Very happy with that, and the community seemed to be very happy with it as well in terms of the outward promotion and exposure that the videos got, which was the whole point of us going out there. So yes, as I said, my first IPSC match with Action Air more recently, and with next year I should be getting my FAC and SGC back, so again I'm going to be hitting the competition circuit very, very hard. A very recent addition is that I finally obtained my competition license for long gun. So I have it for short gun, both full bore pistol and for Action Air, but I didn't have it for shotgun and rifle. I now do, thanks to Connors. There will be a video actually going over the ins and outs of what's involved in getting a safety certificate or a competition license. So keep an eye out for that video if you're interested in getting into IPSC shooting. But yeah, managed to complete the course at a sort of the competition license level, so again one step further to competing at the high level in the UK under the UK PSA next year. In terms of the wider shooting industry, we of course had the attack by the Times on practical shooting by Sean O'Neill. He eventually painted it pink.
Oh, maybe.
Luckily he seems to have gone away now. I hope in some way that what we did in terms of sitting him down and recording him and sort of basically catching him out on lies and misinformation that he was putting out there, I would really hope that that had something to do with it, and certainly was a positive effect on that. But yes, it's never nice when a big mainstream paper like that gets us in their sights, excuse the pun, but he seemed to go away. We managed to fade off that attack, and as I think I said, the UK PSA has actually seen a significant uptick in new members because of those articles. So, you know, I'm one for all publicity is good publicity, and Sean O'Neill has proven that to a point. Trying to shut something down and actually increased exposure on it. Another attack, of course, on our sport was the loss of Mars and lever release rifles with the Offensive Weapons Bill. Now that, as I've said in the previous video, was passed in May, making it illegal to purchase or transfer any Mars action or lever release action firearm, but they are still effectively grandfathered at the moment. So if you already have one, you're still in lawful possession of it, but at some point the police are going to come around and take them off of people. So not wanting to focus on the negative, but one last big point within the year for the shooting industry was of course the revocation of the general licenses, really hurting the rural community and anyone involved in pest controlling or land management. It was a massive blow. Luckily was very quickly overturned, was very quickly amended so that the general licenses were reinstated with a few tweaks to basically keep everyone happy. But again, that was down to social media, that was down to the presence of people online combating the misinformation, combating the antis, trying to spread malicious rumours and basically putting the facts out there, and in the end fact prevail. It was a little rocky few weeks, and I know Chris Packham was getting far too much publicity than he's worth, but he seems to have crawled under his hole for now. I'm sure he'll be back in due course, but that was all sorted. But on to more positive news. The first one being the British Shooting Show. That was back, well, in February now, so it's only a couple of months until the 2021, which I will be going to, and of course we'll be doing a lot of videos on that, based at the NEC. And again, another attack actually was the attack on the British Shooting Show with all of the anti-safari sporting agencies. So you won't see any sporting agencies at the British Shooting Show anymore, and of course the Liverpool show that was meant to be going forward was also cancelled because of the petitions and the attack on that show. But the British Shooting Show will very much be running in 2020. Go and check out their website. Tickets are available now. The next show after the British Shooting Show in 2019 was the Northern Shooting Show in May. Again, a fantastic show. The Northern Shooting Show has a lot more activities for you to get involved, and is aimed for families as well. So kids of any ages can go and try clay pigeon shooting over at the CPSA stand. There's competitions ran there, so you've got HFT, you've got clay competitions, axe throwing, air rifle, archery, VR now. There's always seems to be some sort of VR at shooting shows, and in terms of size, the Northern Shooting Show is massive. It takes over the whole of the Yorkshire Exhibition Centre. An absolute must visit for that one. And of course in November we had the Target Shooting Show. Of course, all of my personal favourite disciplines all in one place, mainly practical. Magload was there as well. We had Gumram TV there doing the interviews, which will be coming out again over the next few weeks, months. But that was a fantastic show as well. Again, I would say a mix between the British Shooting Show and the Northern Shooting Show. There was lots of activities there. You could try Action Air, which I'd highly recommend doing. Various product demonstration, live firing even within the hall, and we had the steel plate challenge as well, which I went and had a go with. So yeah, you could get hands-on, and again it was shopping focused, but with all the activities for people to try the sport as well, which I think is incredibly important at these shows. So yeah, there's probably a million things that I'm missing out and will probably think of straight away after this video, but certainly those are my highlights of the year. And for me, I feel shooting is getting stronger. Numbers seem to be increasing. Our exposure seems to be getting better and better. More and more people are sharing the sport, which is what it's all about. That's my main focus with this channel, and really how I think we're going to survive, and how we're going to not just survive but thrive. So keep it up, keep sharing, keep introducing more people, keep attending these shows and bolstering numbers. It's about showing a presence. So we just need to keep at it and keep positive. And I think, yes, we've lost Mars, and yes, we've lost lever releases. We're at an overall negative for the year in terms of firearms laws. But in terms of clubs growing, numbers growing, that's on the up. And that's what we need to keep going and keep ensuring. So there we go, a really quick year in review, and again, some shooting Christmas presents that I'm very much looking forward to taking to my first match with, well, first match with this one. There we go, guys. Again, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and for anyone that doesn't celebrate Christmas, a very happy holidays as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you continue to tune in into 2020 on the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as always, guys, I hope to see you soon.